Hi everybody, and welcome back to Sketch to See. In the last construction update, we left off in about December 2020. In this episode, I will bring you up to date from December to the end of February 2021. So stay tuned. A lot has happened in the past few months, and I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, so here we are again. Just a reminder, if you have not already watched the other construction updates, then I invite you to go back and do that now. Everything will make a bit more sense that way. I'll put a link in the video for that playlist, and it'll also be there at the end for you. There are lots of interesting things to see as I go into detail about the construction of our custom 88-foot yacht. As usual, stay tuned to the end. You'll get a sneak peek of some of the items from the next construction update. This image here is exactly where we left off in the last video. I mentioned then that there is a lot happening in the background that you don't always see. Have a look at some of these images. These aren't big obvious steps like the hulls coming together, but they are integral parts of the yacht. The ship will not function properly, if at all, if serious time and care aren't taken with these steps. For example, here are the tops of all of our water and fuel tanks. Let's talk about all the steps that go into completing these. Once they are fabricated, the access panels must be reinforced with additional carbon, and then they are ready to be installed. But this is not quite as simple as it sounds. Prior to the lid being installed, the interiors of all the tanks have to be pre-treated and painted with different types of special paint depending on if the tank is going to hold fuel or water. The underside of the lid must also be treated with the same coating. It is very important that all of this is done carefully because items like this must meet the codes of the Scantling Authority, which in this case is RENA. When that is complete, the lid can be laminated into the structure. Once this happens, the whole tank is pressure tested for 24 hours to make sure there is a solid seal without any loss of pressure. Finally, the cabin soles can be installed. Just a quick note on why we chose to go with integral tanks rather than drop-in. When integral tanks are made properly and with the correct number of baffles on the inside, they actually contribute to the structure of the area a fair bit. It is easy to incorporate the correct amount of baffles to reduce sloshing, and it saves a lot of weight. It could also be said that if the hull was ever breached in this area, then the tank will act as a double skin. So that's a bit of detail about some of the processes that are harder to see. Let's move on to the next part that has been completed. I mentioned in the last episode that HH had begun to make the molds for the transverse mullions. These are large structural beams that run horizontally across the yacht. Here they are on the table. These beams do a couple of different things for the yacht, depending on where they are located. There is one in the master cabin that forms the ceiling structure and the outboard window mullions. The next one is located just aft of the mast support bulkhead, and this supports the sole of the flybridge. Following that, there are two more mullions that, along with the aftmost structural bulkhead, support the sole of the flybridge and the bimini top at the same time. I can't express the importance of these structural members. In addition to the transverse beams, there are also longitudinal mullions that intersect with the transverse ones and square off the structure, only strengthening it further. There are 4 of these longitudinal ones, and they go on the table next. Once they're all locked together, these beams make a unique frame to support the cabin top and flybridge and prevent any global twisting, thus creating a very stiff and stable platform in all conditions. That cabin top that I just mentioned is currently under construction. I don't think it will be ready to go on for a month or two still, but take a look at it here. Quite a bit of unique engineering went into this cabin top. We have a bridle main sheet that is operated by 2 hydraulic rams, one on each side of the sole of the flybridge. It also holds the base of the mast. Think about that for a second. These hydraulic rams are capable of holding 8 tons and pulling 6 tons. With the way that the sole of the flybridge and the cabin top are positioned, this cabin top, same as the mullions, had to be engineered to resist all of this force trying to twist off the rest of the structure. The ability to create a piece this strong is just another wonderful property of carbon fiber. Finally, the molds for the aft deck and transom stairs have been completed. These molds had to be made in 2 parts in order to fit them onto the CNC machines properly. Next, these will be infused with carbon, and then our second level of the yacht, hulls being the first, will be completed. All of the forward deck parts have been made already, as you can see here. Unfortunately, we have a fair bit to be installed before all of these can be laminated to the rest of the structure. Some of these items are galley appliances, like our fridge, freezer, and range won't actually fit. We have to test fit all of the interior furniture in the hulls, install all the cabin partitions and interior walls, and then those transverse mullions that I discussed along with the longitudinal mullions. Lots for us and you to look forward to. And I almost forgot, I keep saying that there are many different parts of construction ongoing at the same time. I don't just mean for the actual structure of the yacht, but we've started making interior furniture. This is really exciting for us. Once this furniture is test fit, we will have a very clear idea of what the flow and feel of the different rooms is going to be like. This is a really exciting process for us. This marks the next stage in overall construction of our yacht. This furniture is being made using plywood foam sandwich construction to keep it as light and strong as possible. After this, a 3mm layer of mahogany veneer will be applied to create the finished surface. It'll be amazing when it all comes together. But you will just have to look forward to seeing what that looks like in the next episode in the Construction Update series. Be warned, there's lots more to come as our full custom carbon 88-foot yacht comes together. Thank you for watching. If you're not already, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Please like, subscribe, and share. A small click from you goes a long way for us. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at sketchtosee@gmail.com. Check out some of our other episodes and series from our channel. Hope to see you again soon.